Hi Raveners! Today's video I am going to show you the 25 pets that I have. So, let's get into the video, shall we? My budgie Sky, which some of you might have met from my other platforms on TikTok and YouTube. He is amazing. He's not even a year old yet. Loves to go on my phone. Absolutely adores to go on my phone. And this is my budgie Sky. Hello, little boy. And he does a lot of talking. Don't you? You do a lot of talking. Yes, you do. And likes having scratches. Loves head scratches. Don't we? Yes. We're a very spoiled little boy. He loves head scratches, don't you? Head scratches. Head scratches. I also have a Siberian hamster, which I'll put a clip in now because she's currently in her house. Here you go. Gorgeous girl. Gorgeous Asha. My little girl. Nearly 2 years old. Well, 2.5, I mean. Gorgeous girl. Is Ginger. She will be 3 years old at the end of this year in November. Yeah. And this is her sweet little face. Aren't you such a gorgeous girl? And we'll go and get your sister and show everybody your beautiful sister, won't we, Ginger? Yeah. And this is Pepper. And she will be 3 years old in November. And she's beige on the other side. And she's a gorgeous little girl. She's more of a shy one than the other one. The other one is not shy at all, where she is very shy. Aren't you, girl? You're very shy. Gorgeous princess. Yeah, they're doing really well. I've had them for 3 years, and they are just beautiful. They do cost quite a lot of money to run, and like hay and sawdust and stuff, but wouldn't have it any other way. Also have some fish as well at my house. These are guppies, and they're all females, but they've also just laid some eggs. My partner has the other tank at his house, so we keep separating the males and females, but this is my tank. And I love them very much. Is my crested gecko Rex, who is wide awake right now. Very wide awake. Now, the thing with him is he doesn't eat very well. I just had to put him away because he was running everywhere. The thing about Rex is I have to feed him. He doesn't eat very well. I have to get the expensive food Cresto gel. He will not eat anything else, and literally squeeze the food in front of him, or he will not eat. I've put food in with him, I've put other food in with him, I've tried cookies, I've tried litter, I've tried everything, and he won't eat. He would rather exist on air. Now, 3 years ago, I was told, because he was skinny and he does struggle to eat, that he would pass away. 3 years on, he's still kicking and still going. Is he the fattest gecko in the world? No. Is he the skinniest gecko in the world? No. He's somewhere in between. He is skinny. He's not probably the way he should be, but he won't eat anymore. But he is okay. You know, he's got healthy eyes. He sheds. He does everything he's supposed to do. He's just a little bit skinny. And he's always been that way. For the 3 years that I've had him, I had him when he was 4 years I've had him. I had him when he was 3. He's now 7. I've had him 4 years, 7. This will be his 5th year, so he'll be 8. 8 soon in this year. So, moving on. Have my stick insects. There is one currently there. There are 4 in here. There's another one there. And other than that, I cannot see any of the others, but this is the enclosure. They were in a smaller one. Like, this dude was, like, that big when I bought him, and he's, like, massive now. They're growing incredibly, incredibly well. So they're all on this, and I'll show you the other 2 that are on this shelf. So here's my rainbow millipede. I just had to upgrade it because the container that I had her in before was not big enough. She is in there somewhere. She's not awake, but she is in there somewhere. I've given her some figs and some water, and she is literally in a 1.4 like massive enclosure, because I obviously do hope at some point to get some more millipedes and maybe have a bit of a couple of them in here. I'll insert a video now, a video of her. Here's a close-up of my rainbow millipede's face. Very, very cute. Just a bit more of a close-up shot. This is my Affirma Palma Samani Sally, after Jack and Sally, because she has like a skeleton sort of stripe on her. And that is her in there now. She's obviously facing the other way. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, there you go. She's there. She's a very beautiful girl. She's only eaten once since I got her in February. She just has been stuck in the shed, you know. Like you see here, I think she needs to shed, but she won't. The humidity's always fine. Everything's fine. But obviously, when I bought her, I put her in. This is my dead leaf mantis, who is in there. He's very pretty, and he's a very fat boy. He's called Sprite. He's doing really, really well. Obviously, I'll have to upgrade him at some point, but he's doing really, really well. He took down a cricket the other day. That's why his butt is so fat. I will insert a picture now so you can see what he looks like. This is Dave, my scorpion. He is a rainforest scorpion, and just as a reference to my thumb, he's not that big. He's still a little baby. He shed with me once so far, but he is just gorgeous. He's so cute, and I just love him very much. This is Fluffy, my curly-haired tarantula. She was the first ever tarantula that I got. I got her when she was like this big. She's now probably like that big. She has had a recent housing change, and yeah, she's doing really, really well. She's eating well and doing really good. I mean, she or he. But yeah, this is, the next couple are going to be all my other spiders, because the rest of this animal list is going to be my spiders. So that's the actual biological name. But that is Fluffy. Next we have the Darth Mauls, aka what that says, but they're Darth Maul, they're classed as Darth Mauls, like the, you know, the name people give them, because they're half red and they're half black. He is currently sat there. Now, I have 2 of these. So I have this one, and we have this one, because me and my partner wanted one. One of them apparently is supposed to have a really bad temperament. Haven't had a problem with either. So my partner did put, I think, on one of these. Very gentle. Can't remember which one it was. Yeah, my partner put that on one of them, because we didn't know. There we go. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I'm freaking you out a bit. I apologize. So these are the Darth Mauls. Moving on. These are some of my babies. Now, this is this one that I got out of, I think it's Creatures of the North. I haven't seen it in a while. I've just tried to pick it out, but didn't want to pick too much. I can't see anything in there, so I'm panicking that this one might have perished. We shall see, of course. But the one I do know 100% is fine is my red rump tarantula, who is in the bottom, and as you can see by the mealworm in there, it has been eating. So, moving on. This is my Davus pentalorus. Now, we may not see him. I did just give him a cricket, and I'm pretty sure he ate it. But he is currently in this hole. I don't want to put my finger too much, but he's in this hole. Unfortunately, I don't have a photo of him, but just search up Davus pentalorus. They're usually a tiger rump, so they're sort of a very sort of coppery, orangey sort of brass colour on the back. But he's been lovely. I have had to feed him a lot lately because he just stopped eating. and I think he went for a shed, and then for ages, ow, caught my hand, for ages he wouldn't eat, and I was really worried because his butt was like really tiny, but he's finally eaten 2 crickets recently, so I'm really, really proud. So, moving on. Is my fringe ornamental. Unfortunately, I think it's she just started walking down, but she is in there. She's very, very pretty. She's like about like that now, so I really need to upgrade her soon. But this is her real name, and she's called Stormy because she's very pretty. But yeah, she needs to be upgraded, and obviously I have hot glue gunned a bowl here. It's just much easier than just placing a bowl in, you know, that sort of thing. Here's my Nandrudra Peppy, called Sandy. He is confirmed he is a renowned hair kicker. He is a renowned hair kicker, and I have a story. I bought him from a pet shop, and he was in a very small container, and I thought, okay, maybe he hasn't got enough space, maybe that's why he's not moving around, maybe that's why he's not hiding, yeah? No. What happened is, whoever was looking after this beautiful spider, he weren't looking after it, he couldn't move, and whenever he tried to move, his legs would just sort of jitter, and he couldn't eat. Now, for at least 2, maybe 3 months, I had to force locusts on its fangs, literally really hold it up and force it, and it has taken this dude, actually not 3 months, sorry, what am I thinking about, probably 5, maybe 6 months. I've had him a lot longer than that, apologies. He has had 3 sheds, so he was, I think, probably about like maybe that, but he's had 3 sheds, and it's taken about 3 or 4 sheds for him to actually be able to go around and get his own food. Now, he doesn't walk around and grab food like a normal spider, like this. He generally will be sort of like splatter around and get his food. Yeah, I'm sorry. You kicked hair at me. I'm sorry. I apologize, Sandy. So, it's been a really hard time, but I've helped him. He is improving and getting better every day. So, that's good. On to next spider. Have Lulu, which is my salmon pink bird eater. Just try and move this round and not. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. Well, girl or boy, I'm sorry. That is the actual name. I think it's Lazadora Parama Banana. Called Lulu. Don't know if it's girl or boy, but just this was the second tarantula that I ever got. The first one was Fluffy, as you saw, curly hair. She was the second one I ever got. When I had her, she was like this big compared to Fluffy. And she has molted many times with me, to the point where she couldn't be in one of those like enclosures that's kind of like similar to this size. She's just been upgraded. She's the sweetest little girl. She will do the odd hair flicking, but most of all, she's more of a very nervy spider. If you can hear noise in the background, that is my budgie talking. But she is a lovely spider, and you know, look, as you can see, she's coming in with these really good pinks on her carapace and on her legs. She is such a beautiful spider. Would definitely recommend. But she will get as big as a dinner plate. She will become a big girl one day. This is my giant white-knee tarantula. I have called this tarantula Polo. Now, see if I can get a good look at her. Now, Polo, good she or he. Polo here is a very good eater. Never refuses food. Very, very, very food driven. Incredibly food driven. To the point where if I like lift this up, sometimes she will literally dart there because she thinks there's food. But yeah, they are very good spiders. The giant white knees, obviously they're going to get as big as the salmon pink bird eater. They're quite a big species, but they are very good feeding response, always prepared for food. It's not until like the very, very end of them needing to molt that they will not eat. but she's always food driven, which is why if you put tongs in, or you try and rehouse her, she's more likely to attack the tongs than anything else. But she's a very good eater. He or she, sorry. I always say she or he. I don't actually know what she or he is. But this is Polo. Moving on to the next spider. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see this spider, but this is my Venezuelan sun tiger. Now, this one is a black spider with a lot of orange on them. If they continue to become a female, they will keep those colours. If they become a male, they will basically look like a pipe cleaner. But I haven't seen this spider in a while. I mean, I keep seeing like the odd legs here and there, and I know it's eating. But the downside to these spiders is they will spend the majority of their time in that hole, and you will not see them. Now, they're very, very, very freaking fast, and when I did upgrade this tarantula, when I brought it back, I was prepared for, like, World War III kind of action, and it actually walked in quite fine. But they are an incredible species, incredible tarantula to own. They are so pretty, they're so beautiful, but you don't see them very often, is the downside. Next spider. This is my OBT Carnage, which is the mountain variant. Now, there is a... Oh, okay, we can actually see part of you. That is the start. Normally, we cannot see this spider. Normally, this spider is just like, nah. But no, he's there. He's there. I think he's waiting for some food. I think. Definitely. But they are really pretty spiders. They can be hard to home as their reputation precedes them. They can be difficult, but I don't think all OBTs are. I mean, I was really nervous to rehouse this guy because he was in a very small thing, and then he got a bit bigger, and we've like rehoused him into this temporarily, but well, temporary for now, and then eventually he'll be upgraded again. He gave me a tiny sort of like mini threat pose, like, hey, look at me, I'm scary, and he was only this big. It was very, very cute. But other than a slight threat pose, that was it. There was nothing else happening. He just walked straight on into this and hid under there. Most of the OBTs are given a bad rep. Most of the time, most of them will just run and hide into a hide that you give them, and that's all they want. And if you open this enclosure up, most of the time the reason they get pissy is because they just want to be left alone. So most of the time what I do, if I'm feeling like he might come out, is just lift this very gently, pop it in and click it down. It's a very tight lid, but he isn't that bad. He's never been that bad. You know, you obviously got to be you've still got to be cautious when you handle them or you put them in something, but not all of them are as bad as people say. And even though with their reputation, they are such a beautiful spider to own. Beautiful. Next, spider. I have a jumping spider called Pinky with his Phineppus regalis, and she is just sat there, looking cute. Let's see if I can get a bit of her closer, because she's not as bad. Getting close, she's literally, hey girl, she's just there. She's a sweetheart. I have put some food in, but she hasn't eaten it as of yet. This is a spider that I've just rehoused because it outgrew its little house. And this is the great horned baboon tarantula. So he's like the size of my thumb. Near enough, but you can tell right there. Their little horn is growing. Little horn is growing and it's so sweet. Little horn is growing. So he's in here. He's been in here for, I think, 3 or 4 days. And it's been doing really, really well. And just look at that, look at the big booty. He's recently fed as well, and he's got a big butt. So as much as I would love to feed him and show you his feeding response, because it's very interesting, he's had enough food, and he is a very gorgeous, gorgeous spider. Very gorgeous, very pretty. and great webbers. They are very good webbers too. Also, like the OBT I showed you, OBTs do massive webbing, very good webbing. These do too. I've saved the best till last. Now this is the Bumba horrida, which has a red face, as you can see there. Now, this spider, this tarantula has given me hell. Rehousing was worse with this one than it was the OBT. This one just attacks anything that moves, and you try and rehouse it, you put the tongs in, so I have to very quickly open this and put it in. He's lovely, he's very cute, he or she is, but this tarantula has a bad attitude, just generally has a bad attitude. It's a beautiful spider, eats well. I love the red face, because obviously you can see at the moment it's a bit like orangey, sort of brass colour, but when they freshly molt, this part is bright red and it's really pretty. And he's probably going to shed soon, because little bits in the back there. But yeah, this is his little enclosure. But yeah, he's lovely, but he's hard work. That ends my video for today, my darlings. Remember, I love you, you're amazing, you're wonderful. Never stop being you. And I'll see you in the next video, my Raveners. Raven out. Bye!